can be so complicated. Can we just slow it down? Pack the truck and burn the blacktop. Find a place that we can be found. In the sticks, under the stars, wrapped up in each other's arms. I know a place we can reignite that spark. All we need is a bonfire, sitting down some truck tires, sipping whiskey and coke. You can light up the smoke as I strum on the sixth string. Ain't afraid of an all-nighter, giving into our heart's desires. We can lay in the back of the 99 Ram, and you can slide on closer to me. All we need is a bonfire. All we need is a bonfire. Baby, I don't need no convincing. The moon is out and we should be slipping through the fence past the no trespass sign. Break all the rules like we were 17. So let's strike up a match, back to you and me. All we need is a bonfire, sitting down some truck tires, sipping whiskey and coke. You can light up the smoke as I strum on the sixth string. Ain't afraid of an all-nighter, giving into our heart's desires. We can lay in the back of a 99 Ram, and you can slide on closer to me. All we need is a bonfire. All we need is a bonfire. This crazy life caught up to you and me. So let's slow it down, 'cause baby, all we need is a bonfire. Sitting down some truck tires, sipping whiskey and coke. You can light up the smoke as I strum on the sixth string. Ain't afraid of an all-nighter, giving into our heart's desires. We can lay in the back of a 99 Ram, and you can slide on closer to me. All we need is a bonfire. All we need is a bonfire. All we need is a bonfire, baby. All we need is a bonfire.
It's not quite a religious experience, but it's damn close.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
Hello.
Hello.
The wheel is turning, but the hamster's dead.
Seriously? You guys gotta come up with a better name. Whatever. I'm not even getting paid for this show.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
To the basement! 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 Up to the basement! To the basement! To the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly
on Indie Country Radio.
At a little country church on the outskirts of town, an old Pentecostal preacher, he was laying it down. I was a wild rebel child. Grandma had to drag me there.
Brand new music making its debut here on KICR Indie Country Radio. Welcome to a Hump Day Wednesday edition of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show from Branson, Missouri, the live entertainment capital of the world. Boy, do we have some good live entertainment for you today. That is brand new, called Hallelujah Crazy. Her name is Keenie. That is Keenie. You need to look her up on Facebook. She does not have a Twitter account. Brand new to the music scene, but we got it, that's for sure. And I want to thank her friend that invited me to like her Facebook page. There you go again, ladies and gentlemen. It all starts with social media. And before that, October Rose, brand new to Indie Country Radio as well, and a great tune called Bonfire. They can be found on Twitter at October Rose, CTRY, short for country. We got plenty of country in my lineup today in my playlist, and in about 23 minutes or so, we're going to be interviewing Nashville recording artist Mr. Tim McDonald, who was also on the show Nashville on ABC. So good stuff coming your way. Man, and I'll tell you what, we love the stories behind the songs, don't we? And that's what we're all about on the interviews, and we're going to have a good one today as well. But we also love the new country music, and I've got a bunch of it. I think I've got like 10 songs in a row to be debuted here this morning. So welcome to the show. Glad to have you tuned in. I'll be on tomorrow as well. Tia McGrath from Canada will join me, and then I'll be on next Thursday with Arlene Quinn from Canada. Brand new music coming out the 25th. We'll have that, and we'll be talking to her as well. Let's get you back into that great country music now with a brand new artist to Indie Country Radio. Tara Tinsley is her name. This song sure tells a good story. Better early than never. Tara Tinsley on Today's Country. KICR Indie Country Radio. New country back.
We've been waiting so long, trying so hard, finding the right time for our family to start. When out of the blue, our prayers came true. When on that screen, we saw our little you. Things took a turn when the doctor came in with the news. Months too early and they were going to have to deliver you. It's so hard to sit here and not know if you'll make it through the night. I'm supposed to protect you. Now I can't even help you fight. No matter how much this hurts, I wanna trade you for the world. You're my baby, I'm gonna love you forever. It's better that you came early than never. We've been waiting so long just to bring you home. Got a bit of money from the bank and a few prayers on loan. Staring at you through the glass, wishing I could hold you. I can only hope I'll be able to have you in my arms soon. It's so hard to sit here and not know if you'll make it through the night. I'm supposed to protect you. Now I can't even help you fight. No matter how much this hurts, I wanna trade you for the world. You're my baby, I'm gonna love you forever. It's better that you came early than never. It's so hard to sit here and not know if you'll make it through the night. I'm supposed to protect you. Now I can't even help you fight. No matter how much this hurts, I wanna trade you for the world. You're my baby,
newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Yeah, I've seen the bottom of many bottles. I felt the cold of a prison floor. I wonder who's driving this train that I'm riding. It ain't me behind the wheel. Who's got the wheel? Who's got the wheel to this old train to nowhere? Why does it stop at this old bar? Why does it tempt me with a whole damn bottle of whiskey? It knows I just can't stop at one. Who's got the wheel? This old train, yeah, it takes me from my family. I pay good money for my seat. I know it's only gonna leave me drunk and lonely. It's the price you pay when you drink like me. Who's got the wheel? Who's got the wheel to this old train of nowhere? Why does it stop at this old bar? Why does it tempt me with a whole damn bottle of whiskey? It knows I just can't stop at one. Who's got the wheel? The day finally came as a mother hugged her daughter. Let's see your father down the road. She couldn't bear the pain as she crumbled at his tombstone. Had to let her dad go on that train. Who's got the wheel? Who's got the wheel to this old train of nowhere? Why does it stop at this old bar? Why does it tempt me with a whole damn bottle of whiskey? It knows I just can't stop at one. And now I'm gone.
Man, I like that song too. Debuting right now on KICR Indie Country Radio. His name is Michael Genay. That is Genay. Michael Genay is where you can find him on social media, Twitter as well. Who's Got the Wheel is the title of that one. Well, I tell you what, I've got the wheel right now. I'm driving this thing called Spreaker. Spreaker.com, search KICR Indie Country Radio is where you can find us. You'll see Today's Country with Tim Kelly, yours truly, live on the air right now on a Hump Day Wednesday. And I'm also driving that thing called Twitter. I call it the big Twitter machine. We are on there and the radio station at New Country's Best. You can follow us there and my personal account at Tim Kelly on air. We will gladly follow you back and lead you to some of the best new artists making that great country music you're hearing right now. You can follow this next young lady at Leah Meta. That is Lya is how you spell Leah. Meta, M-E-T-A. Leah Meta Official. Brand new music right here. You need to think again. Well, probably so. On KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best. Come on, grab that coffee and let's have that country music.
Well, you think if you walk away, baby, I'll beg you to stay. If you think we can be friends, you need to think again. Well, you think I'll just sit and cry when you say goodbye. If you think my life will end, you need to think again. If you think I'll be walking the floor after you walk out that door, if you think you'll break my heart and my world will fall apart, or if you think I'll be here alone waiting by the telephone, if you think I'll just be content, you need to think again. Well, I loved you from the start, but you've got a cheating heart. Now everything for your love I'll bend, you need to think again. Well, I think that one fine day, oh, you pay for your cheating ways. I think on the Duke and depend, no need to think again. If you think I'll be walking the floor after you walk out that door, if you think you'll break my heart and my world will fall apart, or if you think I'll be here alone waiting for you to come home, if you think on you I depend, you need to think again. Oh, if you think I will make it alone, you need to think again.
Tim in the morning. What does that mean?
Are you responsible for the strange sounds I heard emanating from my radio this morning?
We apologize for what he said.
Blah, 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 blah.
We have no idea. We're just making it up as we go along.
The guy's awesome.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
3, 2, 1.
Drop it.
Your station for new country now.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Today's country.
Pretty wild.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
To the basement! 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 Up to the basement! To the basement! To the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
We ain't got time to think about Wall Street. We're all too busy trying to make ends meet. Up every morning when the sun comes up, coffee leaking from a cheap paper cup. Working 2 jobs to get along, and teaching our kids what's right and what's wrong. The price of gas gets higher every day, but there ain't nothing high about minimum wage. We all have kin that's fought in that war, and taxes so high we can't pay no more. Bill collectors call every day. They say send a check, but there ain't no way. In a poor man's world, the only chance of survival is faith in the Lord, to read his Bible. A shot of Jim Beam helps to ease the pain, when every time he looks up, it looks like rain. Heaven look down, give me the strength to face another day in the land of the free. Thank you for my job, my kids and my wife. And if I die, give them all a better life. That's a poor man's prayer. Of the football team, grew up believing in the American dream. Somewhere down the line the dream went south. Now he fights to keep food and his little girl smiling. Heaven only knows the sacrifices made by a mama whose man has ran away. She finds the strength in her little boy's eyes to face the fear she feels inside. Heaven look down, give me the strength to face another day in the land of the free. Thank you for my job, my kids and my wife. If I die, give them all a better life. Yeah, that's a poor man.
I'll tell you what, the future of country music is in good hands playing folks like that. His name is Wade Oliver. That is brand new to KICR Indie Country Radio. It is called Poor Man's Prayer, and I've prayed that prayer a time or two. I'll tell you what, after almost completing 6 years of doing internet radio, I found out there's no money in internet radio, so I pray every day a poor man's prayer just to let the music play, and that's what we do here. We're not about money. We're not about marketing. We are about playing the best in new country, and that's what we're going to keep doing. This next gentleman that makes great traditional country music, he is a good friend of mine. I've interviewed him 4 times. From Waynesville, Ohio, he is Richard Lynch with the Richard Lynch Band. They don't play them like that. Yeah, they do. They're going to do it right now on today's country. KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country best on your Hump Day Wednesday.
I pressed the gas pedal hard on my pickup truck, driving up the interstate. When I heard a song come on the radio, I thought, oh, wow, that sounds like George Strait. So I drove a little longer, the signal got stronger, and a disc jockey spoke on the air. He said, thank you folks for listening, and if real country is what you're missing, there's no need to go anywhere. They don't play them like that today, and all the feeling's gone. Why'd they sound away, the sound of a good old country song. Don't they know that a steel guitar can melt your heart and take your blues away? They don't play them like that no more. No, the feeling's gone. I guess I had about another 30 miles to drive when Conway's voice started to fade. Through the snapping and the cracking on my radio, that's where that station stayed. I knew I found it accidentally, and I didn't have it in me to turn the dial on tight-fitting jeans. I guess the disc jockey knew he was getting through when Conway started singing to me. They don't play them like that today. No, the feeling's gone. Why'd they go and take that sound away? The sound of a good old country song. Don't they know that a steel guitar can melt your heart and take your blues away? They don't play them like that no more. No, the feeling's gone. Tell you that a steel guitar can melt your heart and take your blues away. They don't play them like that no more. No, the feeling's gone. They don't play them like that no more. No, the feeling's gone.
Here's what happens when you buy a cheap jingle. Indie Country Radio. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
You're listening to the 2016 Nashville Universe Awards Radio Network of the Year. Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Trying to find some peace.
radio interview with that gentleman last week. His name is Tyson Pryor. His last name Pryor is Prior. Tyson Pryor Music, if you want to find him on Facebook and Twitter. Great tune there called Peace of Mind from north of the border in Canada, where it's really chilly up there. I'll tell you what, we were under a winter weather advisory till 6 a.m. this morning. That has gone, but we really didn't get much winter weather here in Springfield last night. A little bit of sleet, but that was about it. Mostly rain. If it would have been cold enough, we'd have had 2 feet of snow, though, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully you're nice and warm where you are and got that coffee going, and you're tuned in to KICR Indie Country Radio with yours truly, Tim Kelly, playing the best in new country music. And we've got some good stuff on the playlist today, so let's keep it rolling. I interviewed this next gentleman. His name is Austin Poole. His brand new single is called Followed a Girl on today's country from KICR Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
Thought I'd end up settling down like everybody does in this old town. I had a brand new job, I had it all mapped out, but on the corner of 4th and Main, man, I turned around and followed a girl with fire in her eyes. And right when I saw her, it was gonna be a crazy ride. Free as the wind, places I've never been, a love like I never felt before, 'cause I followed a girl. She'd always dream of waking up by the bay, so we got a little 1-bedroom out in Marina Del Rey. We didn't stay long, she had a gypsy side, but wherever she moved, she knew I'd be close behind. 'Cause I followed a girl with fire in her eyes, and right when I saw her, it was gonna be a crazy ride. Free as the wind, places I've never been, a love like I never felt before, 'cause I followed a girl. When that day comes and I'm standing at heaven's keys, they ask me how I got there, you're probably gonna hear me say that I followed a girl with fire in her eyes. And right when I saw her, it was gonna be a crazy ride. Free as the wind, places I've never been, a love like I never felt before, 'cause I followed a girl. Yeah, I followed a girl.
Coming up, more new country music than you can shake a mouse at on Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
I sleep, but I don't rest. I pour myself into a little black dress, drive downtown and set my soul on fire.
had our featured song of the week last week. It was entitled Tequila Sun. That is another great one from Lindsey Buchanan. Dance Hall Picture Show is the title of that one. Lindsey Buchanan and I had a great radio interview last Wednesday, and she showcased the new women of country. That was a great show, man. I'll tell you what, we blew up the internet with that. You can still check that show out on our Spreaker account. Go to Spreaker.com, search Indie Country Radio. You will see today's Country with Tim Kelly, the new women of country. And it also aired on KUHSdenver.com last Monday as well. So I'll tell you what, it stays on YouTube forever, so go subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can check out all of our shows. They go right over there as soon as we're done with the live ones. That is awesome. Mr. Josh Ward is awesome, too. We met him about 2 months ago at the Springfield venue that he was at, Southbound Bar and Grill. Put on a great, great show, and boy, it's sure fun to meet the artists when you've been playing their music for a couple of years. He's got a brand new single, though. You want to follow Josh Ward, too, by the way. Josh Ward Music, Facebook and Twitter. The brand new single is called It Ain't from Josh Ward on today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
That's a once-in-a-lifetime sky shining down on us tonight, ain't it, baby? Got a moon that makes two kids get together like we did, ain't it, baby? The song on the radio ain't the same, but it still feels so damn right. When you're lying in my arms, stealing my heart, the way you did that first time is kind of crazy. Ain't it, baby? Ain't it, baby? It's a kiss on a night like this. Yeah, that's just about as good as it gets, ain't it, baby? It's a feeling like we can take this ride as far as we want to take it, ain't it, baby? The song on the radio ain't the same, but it still feels so damn right. When you're lying in my arms, stealing my heart, the way you did that first time is kind of crazy. Ain't it, baby? Girl, this must be love we're making, 'cause it's always so amazing, ain't it, baby? Song on the radio ain't the same, but it still feels so damn right. When you're hiding in my arms, stealing my heart, the way you did that first time, it's kind of crazy. Ain't it, baby? Ain't it, baby? Ain't it, baby? Ain't it, baby?
Nobody knows new country like we know new country. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I'm 35 years old. You think by now I know all this running around is gonna bring me down. I wanna try some new things and listen to the birds sing and see the rest of my life through a sober man's eyes. God help me see what's right in front of me. I wanna be that man she can't live without. I wanna be the one who erases all her doubts. I wanna be the dad any kid would want, and teach him the simple things in life, like how to fish and how to hunt. I wanna be that man. Oh, I wanna be that man. Lord, I've had my share of the devil's snare. Whiskey had me down for the count. I've danced away with Mary, and saying goodbye scares me. But I know it's time to let her fly. So God help me see what's right in front of me. I wanna be that man she can't live without. I wanna be the one who erases all her doubts. I wanna be the dad any kid would want, and teach him the simple things in life, like how to fish and how to hunt. I wanna be that man. Oh, I wanna be that man. God, take what's left of me, help me shape a legacy. Maybe this old boy can still do some good. I ain't been working out my way this crooked path down the interstate. I think it's time I take another road. So God help me see it's right in front of me. I wanna be that man she can't live without. I wanna be the one who erases all her doubts. I wanna be the dad that any kid would want, and teach him the simple things in life, like how to fish and how to hunt. I wanna be that man. God, I wanna be that man.
I told you the future of country music is in good hands. That is the future right there, ladies and gentlemen. His name is Steve Hickman. Steve Hickman Band. Steve Hickstick is where you can find him on the big Twitter machine. That is a former Song of the Week here on KICR Indie Country Radio, and a hit song too. I Want to Be That Man. Well, my name is Tim Kelly, at Tim Kelly on Air on the big Twitter machine. I want to be that man to make your day a whole lot better. Getting you over the hump on this Hump Day Wednesday with the best in new country music. Music is therapeutic, isn't it? And we love the new country artists. It's better than FM radio, better than mainstream, and you won't hear the same song twice on this show, I guarantee you. We had a good time interviewing these next artists. They are the great group River Shine. You need to check them out on Twitter at River Shine, capital OFC. They just got through performing in Nashville, Tennessee at the world-famous Wild Horse Saloon, where I have been there multiple times, won a couple of Nashville Universe Awards as well. This song is very out of the box. It's different than anything you've ever heard, and we love it. It is called The Lover. River Shine on today's country. From KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Friends kinda miss your face. I just called you up to see if you're okay. You say you've been hurt and you're feeling down. Lately I haven't felt like going out. Baby, take a chance, it'll be alright. You don't have to be alone tonight. I can make you feel like a roller coaster ride. Your heart in your throat and your hands up high. I can make you smile like your favorite song. And all you gotta do is sing along like, well, girl, you need a thrill, and I can make you feel like, well, I can be the lover to get the other off your mind. Memory fades, you'll forget about him and yesterday. Just spend a little time with someone new, and baby, what you got to lose? I can make you feel like a clear blue sky. You got your new wings and it's time to fly. I can make you laugh again until it hurts. First time feelings and fireworks alike. Faith, I can make you feel like a roller coaster ride. Your heart in your throat and your hands up high. I can make you smile like your favorite song, and all you've gotta do is sing along like, well, girl, you need a thrill, and I can make you feel like, well, I can be the lover to get the other off your mind. Your heart in your throat and your hands up high. I can make you smile like your favorite song. All you gotta do is sing along like,
The featured song of the week is next on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
May have bought that old white car and he may have made it shine. But my daddy made it what it was when he pulled it off the line. Money can't buy the memories or keep them up to par. That car didn't make my daddy. My daddy made that car. Daddy and his 68 had a rip down at the track, blowing doors off on every run, open headers and slicks on back. Not a car around could match up to that old 4-speed in those days. We'd beg to hear about that car, he'd just smile and say, well, he'd say, been burning tires that driver's seat, but you can't relive the past. Daddy hung up his racing keys when he and Mom were with. Ran machines in a factory just to keep our family fed. The hero of the track became the hero of our home. Still sitting in the driver's seat, just on a different road. He'd say them burning tires and octane, they smell just like cologne. One by one I'd line them up, I'd send them on back home. That quarter mile took seconds, but the memories they last. You can sit back in that driver's seat, but you can't relive the past. You can sit back in that driver's seat, but you can't relive the past. But Daddy and his car have been gone for quite a time, but his name is brought up anytime a Mopar hits the line. He'd say them burning tires and octane, they smell just like cologne. One by one I would line them up, I'd send them on back home. Oh, that quarter mile took seconds, but the memories they last. You can sit back in that driver's seat, but you can't relive the past. You can sit back in that driver's seat, but you can't relive the past.
Our featured song of the week from Laura Black Wines. She is from the state of Missouri, just over by St. Louis, and that is a great tune. Wrote it about her father. That is called Driver's Seat. He loved those stock car races. And you can check out the video to that song on Indie Country Television as well. Just head over to our website, IndieCountryRadio.net. You'll see 2 channels of Indie Country Television. If you hit the More tab on the right and drop down to channel number 2, you can find the video to Driver's Seat. You can play the song on the Song of the Week tab on IndieCountryRadio.net all week long. And we're going to play it all week long on every live show. And I'll be back live tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central Time right here on KICR Indie Country Radio. Well, we're getting ready to kick off the second hour of the show. And, you know, I've known quite a bit about these artists. I've been doing this for, like I said, almost 6 years this next May. And absolutely love doing it. But I don't know everything about the artist. And I didn't realize this or know this until the other day, that this next artist was instrumental in naming the group Rascal Flatts. Rascal Flatts, that's how they got their name. This gentleman did it. His name is Reggie Shaw. Reggie Shaw Music, Facebook and Twitter, formerly of Nebraska, now living in Nashville, Tennessee. And a great ballad right here by Reggie called She Don't Love Me Anymore on today's country from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a Hump Day Wednesday.
Well, I tried to make her love me, but it just pushed her away. Oh, she said she needed time to think, so I've been counting the days, hoping she'd come back around, find again what we'd lost. Yeah, the price of losing's high, and I'm paying the cost. 'Cause she don't love me anymore. I can hear it in her voice. Time makes it louder, it seems, in the silence between her and me. Oh, and I wish I could move on and find a way to close that door. 'Cause she don't love me anymore. Yeah, I can see it so clear now. The day we said goodbye, that distant look in her eyes, that desperate hope in mine. Oh, and as I drove away with the pieces of our lives, I wonder what I could have done to make her change her mind. She don't love me anymore. I can hear it in her voice. Time makes it louder, it seems, in the silence between her and me. Oh, and I wish I could move on and find a way to close that door. She don't love me anymore. Time is a healer, that's what they say. It's gonna get easier each and every day, but I'm still waiting on that, 'cause I know she ain't coming back. She don't love me anymore. I can hear it in her voice. Time makes it louder, it seems, in the silence between her and me. Oh, and I wish I could move on and find a way to close that door. She don't love me anymore.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
What's a pretty boy like you doing all alone? Who's that burning up your phone? Is someone calling you home? Well, there's nothing in your glass. Is it too much for me to ask? But do ya wanna dance? You can spin me around hand in hand, dip me down and back up again, singing every song along with the country band. You can hold me close, look me in the eyes, show me you're not like the other guys, or we could just sit here and I'll buy you a beer. What's a guy like you doing here? He said there's no
Alicia Ackles. She is a great Canadian artist, and she is one of the new women of country music that was played on the show last Wednesday, and that's her brand new single called Doing Here. Well, what are y'all doing here? I got people in my chat room having a good time. Tyson Pryor from Canada in there. Lula Bradbury from Indianapolis. The station mom is in there. Room for more, folks. I'll tell you what, come on over to Indie Country Radio. All you got to do is go to Spreaker, that is Spreaker, Spreaker.com, search Indie Country Radio. You'll see today's country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, live on the air right now. We want to congratulate this next gentleman. He's going to be touring with Mr. Luke Bryan on the Sunset Repeat Tour this year, but last year he was on his own tour called Probably at a Bar. He's still got some brand new music that mainstream radio is not playing yet, so we're going to do it right now. His name is John, that is Jon Langston, John T. Langston. If you want to follow him on Twitter, his brand new single is When It Comes to Loving You on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Love the taste of a cold beer after work on a Friday. I love to turn it up and burn a bar down with the boys. Yeah. Love the sound of four-wheel southbound on the highway. But there ain't nothing I love more than the sweet sound in your voice. 'Cause when it comes to loving you, all my walls fall down. Your touch in the dark lights a fire in my heart that can't be put out. I swear the world stands still and the stars shine blue. The angels start singing a song I believe in when it comes to loving you. Love the fall, watching college football with my granddad. I love to hear the rain beating on the roof of an old red barn. Love the way Ray Charles sings about Georgia. But there ain't nothing like Sunday mornings when you're lying in my arms. 'Cause when it comes to loving you, all my walls fall down. Your touch in the dark lights a fire in my heart that can't be put out. I swear the world stands still and the stars shine blue. The angels start singing a song I believe in when it comes to loving you. Oh, when it comes to loving you, all my walls fall down. Your touch in the dark lights a fire in my heart. Shine blue. The angels start singing a song I believe in when it comes to loving you. The angels start singing a song I believe in when it comes to loving you.
Brand new from Jon Langston. Again, Jon-T Langston. If you want to find him on Twitter and Facebook, he is going to be touring with Luke Bryan on the Sunset Repeat Tour this year. The first artist that Luke signed to his new record label, 32 Bridge Entertainment. I guarantee you he's looking for more, ladies and gentlemen. There is some talent out there. We know you got it too. That's why we're putting you on mainstream or on internet radio before you hit mainstream. We hope you hit it too one of these days. Today's Country with Tim Kelly this hour is sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Guess what day it is?
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-woo!
Ronnie, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico? I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day!
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
The most music on the radio.
Get her done. You're listening to the 2016 Nashville Universal Awards Radio Network of the Year. Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best.
Sign says reduce your speed as it flashes 45. One warns about deer crossing, one says don't drink and drive. Everywhere you look, if you open your eyes, you'll see signs. What's on those sunglasses to cover that black eye? Attitude with alcohol, it happens every time. He won't change, and when you finally realize you've seen signs. Signs, recognize where you're going. They will lead you down the path. Choose who you want to be. Signs, do your best not to ignore them. Skies warning faded, patiently waiting for you. Anger in his eyes, no direction in his home, and full of empty lies. Opened his mind, opened his heart, opened his eyes. He saw signs. Signs, recognize where you're going. They will lead you down the path. Choose who you want to be. Signs, do your best not to ignore them. Skies warning fading, patiently waiting for you. Signs, oh signs. Young couple holding hands with a family on their mind. They've been trying for so long to bring a child into their lives. They jump for joy when they see those two cross lines. They saw signs, recognize where you're going. They will lead you down the path. Choose who you want to be. Signs, do your best not to ignore them. The skies warning faded, patiently waiting for you. Signs, recognize where you're going. They will lead you down the path. Choose who you want to be. Signs, do your best not to ignore them. Skies warning faded, patiently waiting for you. Signs, oh signs. Choose who you want to be. Signs, oh
She's another great artist from the state of Missouri. She is Catherine Shipley, K-Ship Music, if you want to find her on Twitter. Her brand new single is called Signs. She's an award-winning artist, ladies and gentlemen. She is awesome, isn't she? Love that brand new song. And I'll tell you what, I've put out lots of signs today, letting everybody know that we're on the air. I'm looking at a sign right now that says we are on the air. It's in red and it says on air. It's really cool. You ought to see it, and I'm glad to see it. That means we're getting the music out there today, and you can hear my voice as well. I'll try not to talk too much. We're going to play some more music. How about this next gentleman? It's another John that we like, Jon, that is. Wolf has an E on the end of it. He is from the great state of Texas, Mr. John Wolf. With a question, what are you doing right now? Well, hopefully you're listening to KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best on a Hump Day Wednesday.
Well, I guess I could have gave you a little heads up, but a girl like you don't need no fixing up. Friday night's too far away, and you've been stuck in my head all day. I just had to see your face, no I couldn't wait. Girl, what are you doing right now? What you got going on? 'Cause I got my ride in the drive, all gassed up, cranked up, and ready to get us gone. Girl, what do you say? You just start walking this way. Don't think, don't blink, drop everything, and baby, just come on out. What are you doing right now? Should you put on old blue jeans or a party dress? To be honest, I ain't thought that far ahead. I can pick you up right in front of your house, so pull the shades, blow the candles out. We can watch the first star fall from the edge of town. Girl, what are you doing right now? What you got going on? 'Cause I got my ride in the drive, all gassed up, cranked up, and ready to get us gone. Girl, what do you say? You just start walking this way. Don't think, don't blink, drop everything, and baby, just come on out. What are you doing right now? Right this minute, I got a bottle you can help me finish, and when it's empty, we can spin it round and round. Yeah, what are you doing right now? Right this second, we got a moment, baby, let's don't waste it. You'll be having the night of your life when the sun goes down. What are you doing right now? Girl, what are you doing right now? What you got going on? 'Cause I got my ride in the drive, all gassed up, cranked up, and ready to get us gone. Girl, what do you say? You just start walking this way. Don't think, don't blink, drop everything, and baby, just come on out. What are you doing right now? Girl, what are you doing right now? I ain't talking about Saturday night. I ain't talking about later on. Girl, what are you doing right now? What are you doing right now?
If you friend us on Facebook, a kitten is born. So do it now. You don't want to be responsible for fewer fluffy, cute animals now, do you? We won't post drama about our exes. We promise. We love to throw in musical speed bumps to see if you're actually paying attention. Train wreck? Maybe. We call it variety.
Broadcasting worldwide from his basement.
To the basement! 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 Up to the basement! To the basement! To the basement!
We've been cleared for takeoff.
You're listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
That 1980 bottle of Crown sure was easy going down when Granddaddy poured me my first shot on graduation day. And here sits a $200 bottle of wine we toasted on our wedding night. We don't hold a candle to the way she kissed me when we said I do. If these bottles could talk, man, they tell you everything. If these bottles could talk, They tell you all my dreams, my hopes, my fears, my failures and tears. If these bottles could talk, there's quite a few I'd like to forget, all the crazy things they'd say like that's way too much. I can drive your truck, here's to drowning her memory away. If these bottles could talk, man, they'd tell you everything. If these bottles could talk, they'd tell you all my dreams, my hopes, my fears, my failures and tears. If these bottles could talk, bottles talk when they're slammed against the wall. Bottles talk when they're held high after winning it all. They pick you up after you fall. Bottles talk. Yeah, bottles talk.
Resides in Nashville, Tennessee. He is a demo singer, and the song and the job is so good that I don't put many demo singers on the radio, but I had to put him on. His name is Matt Dame. It is D-A-M-E, and that's where you can find him on Twitter as well. And he owns a barbecue restaurant, and he calls it the Best Dame Barbecue, and I totally believe that. I love barbecue, and I watched him making some of that and putting that rub on there, and oh, we're getting hungry now, aren't we? I've got Laura Black Wines, though, our featured Song of the Week artist, on the phone right now. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. This was not planned. We had another interview scheduled today, and that kind of didn't happen, so we'll put your name on it. I'll edit the show, and we'll stick you on there as the interview today. How's that sound?
That sounds fine to me. Yeah. I got a surprise day off, so.
Yeah, there you go. And you're over just south of St. Louis. I'm over here just north of Branson, so we're in the same state of misery, and with that weather we had last night, that's totally what we had, isn't it?
Oh, it was crazy. I tell you, I posted something on Facebook that said, whoever's praying for rain, please pray for my bank account.
I saw that. I almost shared that. I kind of like to make up my own stuff. I don't like to steal people's material, but I almost did that one.
I thought that was pretty accurate.
Yeah.
It'd be helpful.
Yeah. You know, I need a new bank. I went to the bank the other day, and I asked the teller to check my balance, and he pushed me. I'll tell you what, it wasn't good.
Yeah, that's about the balance they'd be checking on me, I'm sure.
That's right. He said, "You're overdrawn." I said, "So are your eyebrows." All right. But well, you know, you got a snow day now, and you know, we're playing your song of the week all week long. You know, we were talking back and forth the other day about that, and I thought, well, since I've got you on here, I haven't played your song for Song of the Week, and normally what we did was so I could do a 2 for Tuesday show. We wanted 2 songs in our library. We've got one great one from you. But I haven't been able to do a Tuesday show in some time, so I thought, well, let's just make Driver's Seat the Song of the Week this week. So congratulations on that, and boy, I've seen a lot of good response on Facebook and Twitter from us selecting that song, so I guess we did all right.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I tell you, you know, it's I really have just been blown away by the support I've gotten since that song was released. Just my family and my friends, and it's just, I mean, it's just been so humbling, just the people that have stepped up and have bought it and listened to it and shared it.
Yeah.
And, you know, because a lot of them, they knew my dad too. So they can hear it and they hear my dad in it. And so they love it too.
Great video to that song too. Very well done. We've got it on our TV channel on Indie Country Television. It's on our website, indiecountryradio.net, channel number 2. And that video is awesome, and your dad loves stock car racing, and I'll tell you what, I'm a big NASCAR fan, man. I've been watching it since Dale Earnhardt back in 2001 lost his life doing what he loved to do, and that's about when I started watching NASCAR racing, about 18 years ago, and they had the Daytona 500 last Sunday, and I actually missed that because I had to work my other gig, and I missed that sleeping, but and I didn't think to record it.
Oh, well, see, and Dad he watched that. His big thing was drag racing. He loved the drag racing and and the street racing and this, Memphis Street Outlaws and the Street Outlaw shows they have now. I think Dad would like some of that, being able to watch that. And, cause he did. He used to watch that. He used to love that show, Pinks. It was Pinks All Out, I think. Where they raced for Pinks.
Yep.
So he would watch that a lot and,
I had never heard that. I had never heard that term until I saw the movie Grease, and that's what they were doing when they had that race. Kinnicky and John Travolta had that race, and they said we're racing for pinks, and then pink slips, papers, ownership of the car.
My dad. It was so funny because I watched that movie at a friend's house when I was a teenager, and I came home, Dad. There's a movie. I was so pumped about it. Dad, there's a movie, and they drag race in it. It's all 50s stuff because that's what he loved.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, well, what is it? And I go, Grease. He goes, well, I'm going to tell you right now. When I got together with my friends and raced and worked on cars, we never sang and danced.
And I'll tell you what, make you show your age a little bit, and I know that is true for me. Is I saw that at a drive-in movie. It was the first time I saw it. Was
really?
Saw Grease at a drive-in movie in the state of Kansas.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yep, in the state of Kansas, where I grew up and went to school.
Man, my dad was kind of a John Milner of this area, from American Graffiti. He was kind of that guy that was kind of a loner, but he was a good friend. Everybody kind of respected him, but people would come from just everywhere to race him. They wanted to try to beat his car.
Well, I know we talked about this before in our first interview we did too. Tell us what kind of car that is in that video.
That's a 1968 Plymouth Roadrunner.
There you go.
Yeah, it's almost like my dad's original one that he owned. He bought that one, the one that's in the video, the blue one. He bought that about 5 months before he passed away. And he had been searching for a car like that for years because it was almost like his original Roadrunner that he raced in. And the only difference is this one that he bought, this blue one, it had a 440 in it. So he had some plans. He was going to drag race that thing, and he just never got the chance to. So, but it's a good running car.
Yeah, awesome. You keep it garage pretty much, or do you take it out for a spin every once in a while?
Well, it's garage right now, but yeah, it stays pretty garage. I haven't drove it probably since October, September.
Well, you don't want to take the race car out and all that ice you had in the snow anyways. But
that's right. Well, and that's when it gets a little nicer. Some of my dad's friends have invited me and my husband and my mom to go to some car shows with them. So I might take it and just show it. And then there's a car show they do up in St. Louis. It's an American Graffiti type of car show. And they told me if I bring it up there, they're going to do a plaque for Dad and do a little thing for my dad in honor of him. Because my dad just taught me at the car shows. And so I thought that was pretty neat.
That is awesome. I like that. Yeah. Well, your dad sounds like a good guy, and I know from talking to you a couple of times, and we talk all the time on social media, that he raised a pretty good daughter, and teachers, I'm telling you, man, I kind of wanted to be a teacher when I was younger. My physical education teacher let me coach the youngsters a little bit, in volleyball and basketball and stuff like that, and I had a good time doing that, and it's just, they don't pay our teachers enough. I'm sure you'll agree with that, and I saw something here just the other day on the news that Missouri, in fact, is one of the worst in the United States for paying their teachers what they're worth.
Yeah, it is. I tell you, because you got to, you go through the schooling, and not even that, you get your degree, and you're expected to update stuff every year. We're doing some kind of training. Some kind of, and it's a ton of training, We've done dyslexia training and intruder and CPR and fire extinguishers. And you know, as a teacher, you become a nurse and everything else. And I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Well, I know I've asked you this before when we interviewed, but people that hadn't heard, you know, the first interview, and if you're not subscribing to our YouTube channel, I've already deleted that because it's been past 30 days on our Spreaker account. But what kind of got you interested in country music? Because you sure got the voice for that, too.
Well, thank you. Well, you know, growing up, that's what we listened to a lot. You know, my dad and mom liked oldies, too.
Mm-hmm.
But I had an aunt and an uncle that wrote country music. They wrote for Mel Tillis and Dolly Parton. And, you know, my uncle had one recorded by George Jones. And Porter Wagner's last CD that he did, I think it was the best I've ever been. My uncle wrote all the songs on it.
Wow.
So they were really good songwriters. And so growing up, you know, we listened to country music and older country. And that's just what we loved. We loved the storytelling and just the truth. They were truth tellers, you know. They told the truth.
That's what country music's all about. They call it three chords and the truth. And again, to show my age, I remember watching that Porter Wagner show and his buddy Speck Rose in that plaid suit he used to always wear. And Dolly Parton, you know, came up right there on that show. We watched her grow into the star she is today and has been for a long time.
Yeah, and Dolly and Porter recorded a song called Always, Always that my aunt wrote. My Aunt Joy wrote that. My Aunt Sharon, she wrote for Loretta Lynn. She wrote one of her #1 hits. It's called Woman of the World. And so they all grew up dirt poor. My aunts and uncles did. My dad. Mm-hmm. And when I say poor, I mean they were bottom of the barrel. Mm-hmm. You know, their dad died right before my dad was born, and there was 14 of those kids. And
wow.
Just, you know, yeah. So they all. You know, the older kids quit school to take care of the younger, and
I'm the oldest of 5 boys. I can't imagine 14.
Golly. Oh man, it was something else. So they grew up close, they grew up tight, and they grew up poor. Mm-hmm. So I mean, they had a lot of truth and a lot of stuff to talk about. So I guess so. They were good songwriters.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, you know, I don't know if I told you this, but back in 2011, I was in that Joplin tornado. Then 9 months later, they had one come down the strip in Branson. I was in that one too.
Oh my gosh!
Survived both of those tornadoes, and it really makes you realize that material possessions and having all this money and whatever, you know, things, they're just that, man. They can be gone in a heartbeat. So, you know,
absolutely.
It's about close-knit family and the relationships and the importance to tell your loved ones every day you love them, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yes, it is. Absolutely. And that's the only thing that lasts, you know? That's the only thing that lasts, and that's what Dad always told us.
Well, I'll tell you another thing that lasts, and we've been talking about it, is the music. You know, it lives forever.
It does.
Those songs that you're talking about that your folks wrote, and for Dolly and for Porter and all those, they live on forever, even though they're gone now. You know, Porter is. Dolly still looks good at 72.
Yeah.
I think she'll be around a little bit longer, but you know,
I think she will too. She looks amazing.
Yeah, those songs though live forever. They're absolutely timeless, and you know, they're the kind of songs, a lot of them, and you can probably name 2 or 3 off the top of your head that you know really well, that you just hear a few chords start, and before they even start singing, you know the song.
Yep.
You know.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. And it just, I don't know, it's one of those things, it's like I said, they were truth tellers, you know?
Yeah.
You want to hear the truth? Don't listen to real country music, because it'll tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But it told stories that you could relate to, you know, and just stories from the heart, and that's what people need to hear. I think, you know.
I totally agree. You know, I like a lot of the music that we play. Obviously, we try to play the best stuff out there. But let me ask you, as an artist and as an independent artist, what's your opinion of today's country music? What do you think about it?
At the risk of never being allowed in Nashville, I think that it's gone way too pop. And and like I said, at the risk of being never allowed in Nashville, I think that there's a lot of talent out there. But I think country music has gotten away from what it's meant to be. And I think if you look at people like George Strait and those older artists, they'll agree with me. You know, you're looking at writers like, Jimmy Fortune and people like that are still out there writing, and their songs never get cut.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, why? And it's because they've gone to more pop, you know, and
You know,
I don't know.
George Jones sang about it. He said, "Who's going to fill their shoes?" I think we're still kind of wondering who that's going to be, aren't we?
Yeah, well, and then was it George Strait and them sang about it in Murder on Music Row?
Yeah, yeah. I think you can drive down Nashville and see the bullet holes.
You can too.
Oh, that was bad, wasn't it?
I tell you, it's sad to me. It really is.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I see some of these groups out there, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you know, you see an artist show up at an award show wearing plaid pants, and you're thinking that.
Yeah.
That guy doesn't know a heifer from a steer. How is he singing country music?
Well, and I'll tell you what we play is the good stuff, and it just amazes me how these songs aren't on mainstream radio, and that's why we do what we do here at Indie Country Radio. Is we get a lot of this new music first. I mean, I got a song the other day that I think we're the first radio station to play this young lady, and now we're friends on Facebook, and you know, she's brand new because she doesn't have a Twitter account, and usually that's a sign to me that, you know, they're just getting started on social media, because that's what the labels are looking at, is that big fan base and stuff, and they don't have it yet, so they're brand new, but man, the music is good, and it just needs to be heard, and that's why we, you know, as tired as I am today, you know, I worked all night last night. We talked a little bit about that off the air. I'm going to get up and do a show and put some music out there. You know, I'm off for the next 3 nights, and so, you know, it's time to time to do the fun gig.
You know, and there's still some truth tellers out there. You know, like Jamie Johnson, guys like that. You know, they're still out there putting out that country music and keeping it going. You know, even Zach Brown Band has had a ton of stuff that I've connected to and liked, and you know. There's a ton of talent in Nashville. And I think as competitive as it is, you know, but I think that, you know, it's a hard thing to get into.
Yeah, it is. What is your plans? You want to put together an album one of these days, and
Well, that's, you know, I think I've got a plan finally for my year. You know, with this song that released, it got kind of a lot of attention starting in the drag racing world, you know, and there's a television series that they do. It's a YouTube series, and it's called Competition Plus TV. It's called Legends, and they do Legends of Drag Racing. And they really liked Dad's song. They did an article about Dad and me writing it, and they asked me to write a song for their series this year, and it'll drop in October. And so currently, I'm writing a song about the racer Daryl Russell, who tragically died on the track, you know, in a race up in St. Louis at Gateway. And so this year I decided I'm going to release an EP. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do 4 songs that are going to be original, and then I'm going to do a cover song. So, and my cover song might be one that my aunt and uncle wrote. You know, I'd like to do something. I'm a sentimental person.
Yeah.
So I have to do something with the meaning, you know. But,
oh man, yeah, that's absolutely, and you know, and I ask artists this a lot of times too, because we used to not play cover songs honestly, but I kind of got relaxed on that a little bit because I've heard so many good ones. You know, I've got some "Don't Close Your Eyes" that Keith Whitley did. You know, I've got some artists that cover him almost better than Keith Whitley did. you know, and stuff like that. So what is it like to put your heart and your soul and your feeling into somebody else's words and try to cover that?
Well, you know, sometimes it can be kind of hard. You know, it's got to be a song you connect with.
Yeah.
But having a writer somewhere in this world that writes a song that you listen to and you know that story, it's like you've lived it. It's just an amazing feeling. You know, and to get out there and sing. I sang a song at church on Sunday that Jeff and Sherry Easter had done, and I barely got it out in some parts because it just, you know, it was a heartbreaking song, but it was one that just touched my heart.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think that when you sing somebody else's song and tell their story, you know, it's telling your own too. So it's, you know, it's just an amazing feeling.
Yep. I played a song, second or third one in today. This lady had a little niece that was premature, and the title of the song is called Better Early Than Never, and I just love the way she did that. And it was good stuff. Yeah, absolutely. And boy, we love putting that music out there. That is for sure. It's a fun thing.
Well, I tell you, we appreciate you guys doing that, because you guys are the ones that, you know, you're the ones that are getting it out there, and we do. We appreciate that. And
well, you know, in a perfect location for it, too, right here smack in the middle of the country. You're just a few hours away, and you told me the other day that you and your husband have plans to come to the Branson area next month. And just let me know, and we're going to get together, and we're going to go have lunch, and we're going to have a good time hanging out. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, that sounds fun to me.
Yep, absolutely,
I'm ready.
man.
I need a vacation.
Yeah, well, Branson's, you know, the live entertainment capital of the world, they call it, because they have more, I don't know if you knew this, they have more theater seats than Broadway in New York City, and they have more live theaters than Vegas does, Las Vegas. I didn't know that until I moved here.
No, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Last year, they set a record for tourism in this little town of 10,000 people. 9 million people came through last year. That's why the traffic's crazy here. But
that is amazing.
Yep.
You know, and that's the only place we really vacation. We've never been anywhere else to vacation.
Well, we would love to see you guys. And I'll tell you what, there's just about any kind of food you want to eat here. If you like barbecue, they've got it. They've got everything here. So
yeah, that's true.
Seafood. I mean, you can go down here on Taneycomo and catch your own trout. You know, so that's
wow,
awesome.
That's so neat. Isn't that crazy? That's so much fun. I love it. I love it.
So we will definitely have a good time. I'm glad you called today. We had a good time talking to you, and I'm going to wrap this thing up here in a little bit. So I've had a late night and an early morning, so I'm going to get off here. But I'm glad you called me, and now I'm going to save your number in the phone. We were talking back and forth on Facebook, so I'll have your number.
I'm going to save yours too, just in case.
But I'll tell you.
I hope I'll need it in the future.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I'll tell you another number that you're going to have to keep an eye on is your song. It may go to number 1 or something crazy, you know, because I tell you, I just absolutely love it, and you've got a good sound for Song of the Week, and I'm sure glad we got to pick that one this week.
Well, I appreciate that so much. I really do. Thank you. And it made my week.
You're welcome. Lula Bradbury says she wishes she was here. She was here about 2 months ago. She spent the whole week with us, and she came from Indianapolis and flew in to see yours truly. So.
Oh, I love Lula. She's so sweet. You know, I just met her on Facebook and stuff. So, but I just love her. I think she's just the sweetest thing.
She loves you guys, indie music, more than anybody I've ever seen. You know, I love it because I get a ton of it. But you know, there's honestly some I don't love, and some that they get sent to me that's not really country music. You know, I don't know what you call it to send it to a country station, but you've got a great country song. So keep doing your thing, and I know you work hard as a teacher. So tell all those kiddos in class to be listening to your this radio program when they get home. Make their mom and daddy tell them, hey, it's a podcast. You can play it over and over.
I'll do that. I'll tell them.
Hear your song on the radio. I'm going to be on tomorrow at 8 o'clock, and so we're going to definitely get to spin it again live tomorrow, and then Saturday night with Rob Charles. So you get a couple more times, and then it's playing around the clock on our website, too.
Oh, well, I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much for taking time for me today.
You're welcome. I'm glad you hit me up, man. This was great. So unexpected treat, and I'm getting windy here. I could talk 30 minutes in a heartbeat. I usually do. So we want to thank you very much, Laura Black Wines, and I just tweeted to you earlier, but tell everybody where they can find you on Twitter.
Yeah, at LB Wines Music is where I'm at on Twitter. They can come find me on there, Laura Black Wines Music, and same thing on Facebook.
All righty, there you go. And you know, our motto around here is if you like it, buy it. And then we like a lot of this music, and it needs to make somebody's day a whole lot better when they purchase it. That's for sure. Well, we're going to let you go. I'm going to hit another song right now. My daughter turned me on to this next artist. Her name is Tennille, like the captain in Tennille Arts. This is a great tune called I Hate This, but actually I love it on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best. Thank you, Laura. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
I hate this. Here I am running into you, trying not to touch. I hate this, acting like it's not killing me when it does. And that watch I gave you still looks good on your wrist. Don't you think it's time we end this little experiment? 'Cause I know we said we'd just be friends. I can't lie and I can't pretend, boy, I've tried it. Bottom line is your call, hoping I'm awake when it rings. If we took this break to figure out what we wanted, well, I want us back, don't need another night to sleep on it. 'Cause I know we said we'd just be friends. I can't lie and I can't pretend, boy, I've tried it. Bottom line is I still love you and I hate this. My heart's breaking, I can't take this. Time and space, it sucks, I hate this. My heart's breaking, I can't take this. Time and space, I swear I hate this. I know we said we'd just be friends. I can't lie and I can't pretend, boy, I've tried it. Bottom line is I still love you and I hate this. Here I am running into you, trying not to touch. I hate this. Acting like it's not killing me like it does.
In a world, there's one man, and he's in another world. Tim Kelly, Indie Country Radio.
It's like fireworks flying on the 4th of July, lighting up the midnight air. It's warm summer nights, trying to win a prize down at the county fair. Well, it's you and me, baby, young, wild and crazy kids, free falling hard in American love. American love. It's free like an eagle soaring when we go speeding down that old highway. Head out the window just to feel the wind blow, sun shining on your face. And it's singing along at the top of our lungs. Born in the USA, it's American love. And it's red like my lipstick on your face. And it's blue like those tears when you're away. And it's white like a wedding dress. Baby, I've been blessed and I just wanna stay forever in American love. It's grass stained jeans, your arms around me in the middle of a country show. 10,000 lighter skies on fire, dancing when they play our song. And it's the freedom I feel in the kisses you're still wrapped up in your strong American love. And it's red like my lipstick on your face. And it's blue like those tears when you're away. And it's white like a wedding dress. Baby, I've been blessed and I just wanna stay forever in American love. American love. Now we've got a little house for you and me, a flag hanging high for all to see. And it's red like my lipstick on your face. And it's blue like those tears when you're away. And it's white like a wedding dress. Baby, I've been blessed and I just wanna stay forever
is a great song, isn't it? Brand new from Hastings and Company, formerly the Kate Hastings Band out of the state of Ohio. It is called American Love. You can check out the video to that song as well on Indie Country Television. IndieCountryRadio.net is the website. We're going to keep you over there, aren't we, ladies and gentlemen? Well, we're glad to have Laura Black Wines visit with us today, and I want to thank her for doing an impromptu great radio interview. We had a good time talking to her. Well, the other day, a friend of mine, Miss Christy Lamb from Sydney, Australia, posted a playlist on Spotify of what she was listening to. So I kind of looked at that on Facebook, and I started flipping through some of the songs. And I found this next gentleman. The song is called Red Light. His name is Brad Cox. He is from Australia as well. He is live right now on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Plan until a week ago that didn't involve you. Now I can't sleep at night, can't get you off my mind. Baby, it feels so right. What do I do? Turn the headlights on, hit the open road. It don't matter how fast I go. Got the windows down, beer on ice, 12 hours left of full moonlight. Picture of you sitting up on the dash, leaving every other thought way in the past. Seeing you right now would be the perfect sight, and I hit every red light. City's like a ghost town, around after sundown. Then I saw you with a bottle of whiskey. Then you kissed me. Hell, I know you miss me. Yeah, I did too. Turn the headlights on, hit the open road. It don't matter how fast I go. Got the windows down, beer on ice, 12 hours left of a full moonlight. Picture of you sitting up on the dash, leaving every other thought way in the past. Seeing you right now would be the perfect sight, and I hit every red light. I hit every red light. Got the windows down, beer on ice, 12 hours left of a full moonlight. Got the windows down, beer on ice, 12 hours left of a full moonlight. Turn the headlights on, hit the open road. It don't matter how fast I go. Got the windows down, beer on ice, 12 hours left of a full moonlight. Picture of you sitting up on the dash, leaving every other thought way in the past. Seeing you right now would be the perfect sight. I hit every red light. I hit every red light. Yeah, I hit every red light. I hit every red light.
Music from halfway around the world. He is from the country of Australia. His name is Brad Cox. You need to check him out. I know he doesn't have a Twitter account yet, but he'll probably be getting one. There's several Brad Cox on Twitter with music, but that is called Red Light. Brad Cox from the country of Australia. Isn't it great? I think so. Well, thank you for joining me today. I want to thank Laura Black Wines again, our featured song of the week, Driver's Seat. She's got that. Check it out all week long on our website, IndieCountryRadio.net, and I'll be playing it again tomorrow. I'll hit the airwaves at 8 a.m. Central Time. My special guest will be Tia McGrath from Canada as well. Today's Country with Tim Kelly is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Check us out on our website, TimKellyProductions.com. Have a great Wednesday, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. first kiss, second base down that old